A red Suzuki 0529FH is blocking someone who needs to leave now. Could you remove that car, please? 0529FH, a red Suzuki. Thank you.
I've been looking around, there's a whole new world I see, and so many things that I can do with your strength in me. Now I ask you to hear, now I ask as I sing of brighter days, for I need to have you very near. Come and guide the way. Give me the wings of an eagle. I will soar into the sky. Give me strength to hold a brother's hand as he's passing by. Give me the eyes of tomorrow. Let me see what I can find. If you lead me, I will follow now. Give me wings to fly. You've been watching me grow as you gently lead me on. It's your love and power that I know guides and keeps me strong. Now I ask you to lead. Now I ask as I sing of brighter days, for I need to have you very near. Come and guide the way. Give me the wings of an eagle. I will soar into the sky. Give me strength to hold a brother's hand as he's passing by. Give me the
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our graduation ceremony, I'd like to remind you of a few important matters. Could you please turn off all cellular telephones now? Please remember that the university provides an official photographer who will take photographs while the graduates are receiving their certificates. No unauthorized persons will be allowed to access the presentation area during the ceremony. The university shares in your pride at this graduation, but we appeal for restraint when the names are called so that all graduates will be able to hear their names clearly. Graduates and their guests are expected to remain for the duration of the ceremony. Please keep the aisles clear at all times. Emergency medical service is available at the front, at the undercroft, and at the rear of the tent. As you will have observed, exit signs are clearly marked. You're asked to note the location of the nearest exit. In case of any emergency, the ushers will guide you to the nearest assembly point. At the end of this ceremony, we ask families and friends to remain seated until the graduates' procession has exited the tent. We wish you an enjoyable ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand now for the national anthem.
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guard us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. Teach us true respect for all, stern response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us vision lest we perish. Knowledge send us, Heavenly Father, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
Please remain standing for the Chancellor's procession.
Please be seated. Our Vice Chancellor, Sir Hilary Beckles, and Lady Beckles, Lady Eileen, Sir Cuthbert Sebastian, the former Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, Professor Elsa Leo Riney. I saw her when she was coming in. There you are. So nice to have you, former principal of the Mona campus. Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Archibald MacDonald, principal of the Mona campus. Professor Brian Copeland, principal of the St. Augustine campus. Dr. Luce Longsworth, principal of the Open campus. Professor Clive Landis, the deputy principal of the Cave Hill campus. Professor Kawa, deputy principal of the Mona campus. Pro Vice Chancellors Weber, Williams, Cobley, Bernal. Our university registrar, Mr. Aiton, our public orator, our university librarian, Ms. Karen Lequai, our university bursar, Mr. Archibald MacDonald, our campus registrar, Dr. Camille Bell Hutchinson, president of the UWI Alumni Association, our deans, our members of faculty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to see some of my erstwhile colleagues here today. Professor Owen Morgan, welcome, Owen. Dr. Keith McKenzie, one of the original class of the Intrepid 24 who came here in 1948. I see Mr. Tony Falloon here, and Ms. Joy Pilgrim, I see her here. Welcome to you all. And you, the members of the 2016 graduating class, good evening. Good evening. That's a kind of anemic for a Saturday afternoon. Kind of good evening. Good evening. That's much, much, much better. First, let me welcome you to this graduation ceremony of the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies. This is always a grand occasion for the university, as it gives us the opportunity to welcome new graduates and applaud their progress. But before I go further, I must introduce a note of some sadness, because I'm asking you to support the people of Haiti. Haiti was battered by Hurricane Matthew recently, and the people of Haiti need all the help you can give. So I would ask you to be generous in supporting the reconstruction effort in Haiti. Now, my warmest congratulations to the graduating class of 2016. By all accounts, you are a great class. And I know some of you will say, like Muhammad Ali, that you are the greatest. Congratulations to you all. My sincere congratulations to you all. And you can congratulate yourselves. On one of the graduating ceremonies, I repeated a dictum from the priest in my church. He said, if thou dost not toot thine horn will not be tooted. The graduating class numbers some 3,180, and I'm pleased to note that they come from many sites, 133 coming from the Western Jamaica campus. There are 2,414 of you obtaining first degrees and 766 higher degrees. But I want to give a special word of congratulations to the 175 of you who are graduating with first class honors. Well done indeed. Well done indeed. It is our custom in the university to recognize excellence, and we recognize the achievements of all of our graduates. But sometimes I have particular admiration for those, not only those who overcame significant hardships, but although some of those who really, I think, were outstanding in other ways. And one of these is Miss Jessica Yap. Jessica is a brilliant young violinist who won a full UWI scholarship in 2011, and she came to medical school. And when she got there, she quickly realized that several of her classmates were in financial straits. So she persuaded her parents to let her surrender the scholarship in favor of a needy student. And then, in addition, she created a foundation. She calls it the Pass It On Foundation, designed specifically to support needy students. And through concerts at which she and her friends played, and by soliciting contributions from relatives and friends, Jessica has mobilized $4.5 million to date to support medical students. And to top it all, she graduates today with honors. Congratulations, Jessica. Now, many years ago, one of my sons saw me preparing my address for graduation, and he commented that such addresses had absolutely no effect. And he claimed that the thoughts of the graduating class were on other things, and the rest of the gathering came not to hear about the university, but came solely to see their loved ones cross the stage. And they were indeed anxious to leave and take him or her out to lunch or dinner. I differed. And I said that I remembered very well the speaker from my graduating class at this very same place 58 years ago. The speaker then was Dr. Clarence Faust, and he was the vice president of the Ford Foundation, and he spoke then of the role and future of universities. And I remember clearly his admonition to us to make a life and not only to make a living, something I have pondered about on many occasions since. And I wondered about the extent to which our graduates, and particularly those of my generation, have fulfilled this charge. But as I think about those who have contributed and continue to contribute to life in the university and in the wider Caribbean as a whole, in so many different spheres, politics, business, civil society, I am indeed comfortable with responding positively to Dr. Faust. I subsequently acquired a copy of Dr. Faust's 1958 speech. It was entitled, "Mankind on the March, Universities Must Lead." On reading and reflecting on it, over the past 58 years, I have to confess to a commingling of nostalgia, pride, gratitude, and satisfaction, and a delicious sense of anticipation, stirred perhaps by the fact that this is the last time I will address such a gathering as Chancellor. And I was reminded of Marley's iconic line, "In this great future, you can't forget your past." So in savoring the anticipation of the great future of this university, I wish to reflect briefly on the past. Dr. Faust mentioned 5 principles that, according to the Irving Committee, should undergird the foundation of this university. So I read again the Irving report, which I had also read when I became Chancellor. And I believe that that report should be mandatory reading for any group that restructures what we do and how we do it. But there were 2 basic premises preceding the principles enunciated by the Irving Committee. And those 2 principles were, there should be one central university, and it should be entirely residential. It may seem strange to some of you, but I believe that we have adhered faithfully to the former. And I applaud the efforts of our Vice Chancellor to so streamline the practices and the procedures that there continues to be a single university with a single degree and a single purpose and vision that still encompasses the mature regionalism that is the political reality of the Caribbean or the West Indies. The centrality of our university does not reside uniquely in its physical disposition and does not equate with bureaucratic centralization that stifles initiative at the periphery. And if I were to quote Edmund Burke, the love to the whole is not extinguished by subordinate partiality. The second principle has been breached. The imperative of the spread of tertiary education, the economics of the original thesis, have made it necessary and desirable to establish a physical university presence in each of our contributing territories. Not to have done so would have condemned our university to irrelevance at best and obscurity at worst. But in spite of this, we find that gross tertiary education enrollment reaches 61% in only one country, and it is below 15% in several others. So this only emphasizes the humongous task confronting the University of the West Indies in stimulating tertiary education in the region. This is not competition for us. It must be a part of our mandate, one that we have spoken about often and spoken about loudly. So in a few days, the University of the Bahamas will become a reality, and UWI will not only be represented, but the Vice Chancellor has offered any technical support that this new institution may require from an older sister. But there were 5 major responsibilities that the Irving Committee believed should be undertaken by our university. And the first one was that this university should contribute to developing a West Indian outlook. This was eminently successful with a single residential university, and now graduates of this phase, they speak feelingly of the friendships they developed, the vision they shared. And I personally contend that I was socialized into being West Indians right here at Mona. And it was from the region. It was not that socialization was nothing superficial. It was a deep and firm and abiding conviction of a brotherhood with others from the region. A brotherhood born of debate and discussion, argument and appreciation of similarities, and even marriage. Our university has tried and is trying mightily to find mechanisms to engender that outlook, which does not often come naturally. But I am cheered when I hear some young graduates, especially our valedictorians, I hear when them speak of the friendships they have made even through virtual academic contact. Inter-campus events, such as our university games, play a part in this as well. Identity of curricula, identity of academic offerings are laudable and necessary, but they cannot compensate for personal interaction. But luckily, modern forms of communication are going a long way to facilitating this interaction and making it clear, pellucidly clear, that personal is not synonymous with physical. It is of no use to bemoan the absence of a single university as an impenetrable barrier to the development of a West Indian outlook. We just must simply shrink distance. The second was the need to fill, the second principle was to fill the need for leadership. And the Irving Committee averred, and I quote them, the region was in an unsettled and potentially difficult situation. The colonies are in immediate need of responsible and informed leaders. And much of this concern was for the political stability of the region. And I believe that the university has fulfilled this need, perhaps beyond the dreams of its founders. It has provided leaders in every facet of Caribbean life. And while we boast quite legitimately of the political leaders we have produced, we should never forget the bankers, the bakers, the candlestick makers, and those in the arts, sciences, and business, and in many other critical aspects of public service, without which no good society can function. The third was to improve the position of women. And the committee said, and I quote, "It is probable that if a university education could be provided in the West Indies at a lesser cost than overseas, and with residential accommodation, a gradually increasing number of daughters would be able to obtain higher education and play their part fully in the life of their communities." So I wonder what James Irving would say if he were present at our graduation this evening, and see that our female graduates consistently outnumber our males. But there's another aspect in which the university impact, I believe, has been marginal. I feel very passionately about this. I admit to being appalled at some of the popular music and imagery which reduces women to being merely sex objects and diminishes their status. And I am unaware of the university leading any movement, any charge to address this unfortunate phenomenon. I hope I'm incorrect, and it will stand to be corrected. The committee saw the university as an intellectual center of the region. It's very difficult to measure the extent to which this has occurred, but it would be fair to claim that our university has played its part in many ways. This is a major center of scholarly work, and there's hardly any theme of contemporary relevance that has not been explored by or in the university in some shape or form. Our society, our history, our economy, our environment, our health have all been grist for the university's mill of inquiry. And the vibrant university press has just completed its 24th annual awards ceremony, and it boasts an impressive history of the publication of scholarly material by West Indian authors or about the West Indies. This is but one concrete example of the university as an intellectual center. The final principle was that the university should be a lead in research, and this is linked to the former. I would note from my own discipline that the university has made significant contributions, which I will not detail, and a careful scrutiny of the research days of the various campuses illuminates the breadth of the inquiry that is taking place. I would add the breadth and depth of the inquiry that is taking place. And I wouldn't wish to resort to the various indices to measure and compare this university with others, but I do know that there has been a stream of seminal contributions with regard to local problems, as well as contribution to the global pool of information, which is a prime function of universities everywhere. Of course, as I've said on other campuses, we have to accept the additional responsibility of engaging and sponsoring some of the research that may spark the innovations of the technologies that can then be parlayed into economically profitable ventures. So it is a sense of pride that I indicate the extent to which the university has kept faith with the founding principles. And now to the future. I confess to having an unshakable confidence in our future. And it does not stem merely from the demonstrated capacity of universities for longevity. Some of my confidence depends on you young people and those who have preceded you. It depends on those of you who will continue in academia and hold up its time-honored traditions that are as relevant here as they were in Bologna. I hope you will also pursue the multiple extramural careers that can lead to success. It depends on you being good ambassadors for the university and being openly proud of a lineage which, though short, is brilliant. Openly proud to wear that lineage not only on your sleeves, but wear it on your hearts. It depends on you being good pelicans and never, never forgetting to show your pelican pride. My confidence also stems from the attitudes and practices of our member governments, which have often recognized the virtue and value of a regional institution with all the connotations of governance and the observance of arrangements that have been validated and legitimized over the years. But in spite of my confidence, I must end by asking you collectively to take care of this institution. No institution ever suffered from being cared for too much, too long, or by too many. I thank your relatives and loved ones who have entrusted you to our care and tutelage. And I hope that you are satisfied with the product. And I hope they will continue to be interested in the university long after you have graduated. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are met today in order that we may mark by a formal ceremony the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors. And we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble to the Royal Charter by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to higher standing in the academic community, and it is fit and proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievement. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or license or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their advancement. Thank you. We will now hear from our favorite singers, the university singers.
Sometimes it's hard, but try and you'll make it. Believe you me. In order to achieve, go forth and take it. Set yourself free. With obstacles in your way, you may fall before you rise. But if you really want, put your nose up your run. So get up and keep your eyes on the prize.
So as part of the plan, you have to have ambition, and the Almighty One as your foundation. Hey, nobody get rich and sweet because that's definitely wrong. I beg you, don't forget your friends and where you come from.
If you are teeth, remember God not speak. And I know you're rubber man and you get well last week.
You up a laugh out the street, but you're being going sweet because just a silent river and you know it run deep.
Throughout history,
Lots of great men and women
when about things the old-fashioned way, they
just kept on winning and winning.
But strive,
Step up in life and go for what you know.
you've got to
Strive. Remove the doubts from out your mind and let good flow.
be not moved by snide remarks from
People who think they're winning,
keep moving on, man, you gotta be strong and
don't indulge in self-pity.
not
Strive. Step up in life and go for what you know.
you've got to
Strive. Remove the doubt from out your mind and let good flow. Strive.
Chancellor, the persons whose names will be called studied in the University of the West Indies, and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and the Senate of the University by the representatives of their faculty as Bachelors of Science or Bachelors of Medicine and Bachelors of Surgery or Bachelors of Medical Sciences or Basic Medical Sciences or Nursing or Physical Therapy or Diagnostic Imaging or Doctors of Dental Surgery or Doctors of Veterinary Medicine of the University of the West Indies. Sir, the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Horace Fletcher.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery or Doctor of Veterinary Medicine or Bachelor of Medicine or Bachelor of Surgery or Bachelor of Medical Sciences or Basic Medical Sciences or Bachelor of Sciences, Diagnostic Imaging or Nursing or Physical Therapy of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Basic Medical Sciences, I present Samantha Anderson, first class honors.
Well done, Samantha. My sincere congratulations. Well done indeed.
Ashley Baldwin.
Congratulations, Ashley.
Kalia Bernard.
Very congratulations.
Kadia Cordwell.
Congratulations, there you are.
Shanice Daly.
Please, congratulations.
Samuel Deacon with first class honors.
Well done, Samuel. My sincere congratulations. Well done, well done.
Monique Duncan.
Congratulations, Monique.
Kelaine Elliott.
Congratulations, Elaine.
Leohandra Graham with first class honors.
You play in the band? Yes. Well done, well done, well done, well done.
Jordan Howard.
Joel, congratulations.
Bruce Hilton.
Congratulations, Bruce.
Anthony Jones.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Kalalia Lloyd.
Congratulations.
Yannick McDuffus.
Yannick, congratulations.
Janelle Panton with first class honors.
Well done, Janelle. My sincere congratulations. Well done indeed.
Shade Rattray.
Congratulations, Shade.
Janelle Richards with first class honors.
Well done, Shirley. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Tika Walker. Tika Walker.
Keita, congratulations.
Chanel Wallace.
Congratulations, Chanel.
Sir, for the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery, I present Wendy Ann Barton with first class honors.
Well done. Well done, Doctor. Well done indeed. Well done indeed. Well done.
Kimoy Francis.
Congratulations, Kimoy.
Thank you.
Kadian Gilpin, first class honors.
Congratulations, Doctor. Well done indeed. Well done. Well done.
Dania Jones.
Congratulations, Delia.
Sedane Ruby.
Today, congratulations.
Simone Sawyer.
Congratulations, Simone.
Roger Sayers.
Congratulations, brother. You're from the Bahamas? From Trinidad. Yes, congratulations.
Kayana Senior.
Kiana, congratulations.
Lorenzini Grant.
Congratulations, Lorenzini.
Thank you.
Sashika Wright.
Sashika, congratulations.
Rowan Nelson.
Rowan, congratulations.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery, I present Dana Ashley Abraham.
Congratulations, Dana Ashley.
Keston Adolph.
Congratulations, Destin.
Ayana Alexander.
Congratulations, Adana.
Julie Ann Allen with honors.
Well done, Julianne. Well done. Congratulations. Well done.
Richard Allen.
Richard. Congratulations, Richard.
Justin Anderson.
Congratulations, Justin.
Monique Arnold.
Congratulations, Monique.
Shanika Arnold.
Congratulations, Shanika.
Coy Bailey.
Sorry, congratulations.
Zachary Banbury with distinction.
You Michael's son? Yes, sir. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. You come from good stuff.
Rishika Banhan.
Rishika, congratulations.
Crystal Barnaby with honors.
Well done, Crystal. Congratulations.
Kamar Barrett with honors.
Kamar, congratulations. Well done, well done.
Michael Basir with distinction.
Well done, Michael. Congratulations. Well done indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
Shanique Beckett with honors.
Shanique, congratulations. Well done indeed. Well done.
Shellyan Blagrove.
Selva, congratulations.
Rupert Brown.
Congratulations, Rupert.
Kayin Brizan.
Congratulations, Kayin.
Brittany Bromfield.
Bridget, congratulations.
Krishna Brown with honors.
Krishna, congratulations.
Michelle Brown.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Monique Campbell.
Congratulations, Monique.
Mikhail Carlo.
Mikhail, congratulations.
Keith Ann Chin.
And congratulations.
Sashai Christian.
Sashaya, congratulations.
Tashian Christie.
Ashton, congratulations.
Janique Coley.
Congratulations, Janique.
Franz Collins.
Congratulations, France.
Philip Coombs.
Congratulations, Philip.
Lasania Crosby with honors.
Dr. Cosby, congratulations. Well done.
Jamel Dandy.
Chanel, congratulations.
Shahid de Montrichard.
Shahid, congratulations.
Sanjay Ann Dean with honors.
Well done, Sanjay. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Brandon Dixon.
Congratulations, Brendan.
Shani Duncan.
Congratulations, Shanique.
Julian Dunkley with honors.
Well done, Julian. My congratulations. Well done.
Tristy Edwards.
Christy, congratulations.
Tiffany Fagan.
Congratulations, Tiffany.
Garrett Dijon Fairclough.
Barrett, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tamar Fairweather.
Tamar, congratulations.
Shanale Fender.
Chandelier, congratulations.
Eden Forbes with distinction.
Oh, Well done, young lady. Well done indeed. Well done. Well done.
Kristen Forbes.
Congratulations, Kristen.
Rochelle Givens.
Congratulations, Rochelle.
Dominique Goldson.
Congratulations, Dominique.
Tiffany Grant.
Congratulations, Tiffany.
Catherine Green.
Congratulations, Catherine.
Ornella Green.
Congratulations, Ornella.
Justine Griffith.
Justine, congratulations.
Shadale Griffiths.
Shadia, congratulations.
Brittany Bromfield with distinction.
Well done, Brittany. My sincere congratulations. Well, what are you going to do next after you finish your internship?
Dermatology.
Dermatology. Well done.
Patrice Hall with honors.
Well done, Patrice. Well done.
Shaneely Gibson.
Shania, congratulations.
Strawn Gregoire.
Congratulations, Strawn.
Sakina Hayden.
Congratulations, Sakina.
Thank you.
Ronique Gordon with honors.
Well done, Ronique. My congratulations. Well done.
Kimberly Dina with honors.
Well done, Kimberly. Congratulations.
John Hay with honors.
Well done, John. Congratulations.
Robert Hibbert.
Congratulations, Robert.
Sabrina Holness.
Congratulations, Sabrina.
Jody Ann Hilton.
Congratulations, Jody Ann.
Stephen Ironside with honors.
Well done, Stefan. Congratulations.
Michelle Gordon.
Congratulations, Michelle.
Thank you so much.
Adrian Jackson.
Congratulations, Adrian.
Damian Jackson.
Congratulations, Damien.
Sayini Jackson with honors.
Sahili, congratulations. My sincere congratulations.
Danielle Jones.
Daniel, congratulations.
Ibrahim Khan.
Ibrahim, congratulations.
Daniil Lawrence.
Anil, congratulations.
Shanae Ludford.
Shanae, congratulations.
Demetria Liu with honors.
Well done, young lady. Sincere congratulations. Well done.
Rico Matthews.
Rico, congratulations.
Tony Ann Mason.
Congratulations, Tony Ann.
Marissa Main.
Congratulations, Marissa.
Tasha Lee McGrath.
Ashley, congratulations.
Clive Mackenzie.
Congratulations, Clive.
Sherry Ann Mackenzie.
Congratulations, Sherry Ann.
Marsha Marie McLeod with honors.
Oh, he got it right, did he? Marsha Marie, congratulations. Well done.
Andrew Meikle.
Andrew, congratulations.
Gabriel Mendez.
Congratulations, Gabriel.
Lori Ann Miller.
Congratulations, Lorianne.
Crystal Mills with honors.
Well done, Crystal. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Jonathan Mitchell.
Jonathan, congratulations.
Sajida Moulton.
Sadida, congratulations.
Danielle Levy.
Congratulations, Danielle.
Melissa Monroe.
Melissa, congratulations.
Kanya Nesbeth.
Congratulations, Tanya.
Anita Pal.
Congratulations, Anita.
Janaki Prasad.
Pinaki, congratulations.
Julian Peart.
Congratulations, Julianne.
Kia Prasad.
Congratulations, Kia.
Marcine Phillips.
Marcine, why are you so popular?
Kenisha Powell with honors.
Sorry?
Good family.
Good family. Congratulations. Sorry, say that again.
Kenisha Powell with honors.
Well done, Kanisha. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Jody Ponal.
Congratulations, Jody.
Sean Patrick Prince.
Congratulations, Sean.
Matthew Prout.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Marlon Reed with honors.
Congratulations, Marion. Well done.
Alicia Reynolds with honors.
Alicia, congratulations.
Bradley Rowe.
Bradley, well done indeed, well done indeed, well done.
Padmini Roshandat.
Congratulations, Alumni.
Charles Ross.
Congratulations, Charles.
Jordan Samuels.
Julian, congratulations.
Ray Ann Sandy.
Rayanne, congratulations.
Joseph Saunders.
Congratulations, Joseph.
Gabriel Scarlett with honors.
Well done, Gabriel. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Cuthbert Sebastian.
Well, you must go and say hello to that gentleman over there, will you? All right. Well done, well done.
Raquel Shaw.
Raquel, congratulations.
Ruaj Shirley with honors.
Well done. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Quincy Simmons.
Quincy, congratulations.
Jessica Simpson with honors.
Well done, Jessica. Congratulations.
Shane Sinclair.
Congratulations, Shane.
Jody Ann Smith with honors.
Oh, well. Mustn't forget that, Jody Ann. Congratulations. Well done.
Ruth Ann Stevenson.
Ruth Ann, congratulations.
Tony Ann Subaran.
Congratulations, Tony Ann.
Ashley Thomas.
Ashley, congratulations.
Midon Thomas.
Madam, congratulations.
Robert Thomas.
Congratulations, Robert.
Michelle Tomlinson with honors.
Well done, Michelle. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Monifa Harvey.
Monica, congratulations.
Cherise Vanterpool.
Congratulations, Cherise.
Marilyn Virgo.
Congratulations, Marlon.
Tracy Ann Blunt Robinson.
Congratulations, Tracy Ann.
Candice Medley with honors.
Well done, Candice. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Ashley Clark.
Congratulations, Ashley.
Rejon Jones.
Rejon, congratulations.
Michelle Ann Johnson.
Michelle, congratulations.
Dwayne Campbell.
Congratulations, Dwayne.
Chantel Brofton.
Chantel, congratulations.
Tejasri Pulikanti.
Kadastri? Congratulations.
Keneal Lee.
Camille, congratulations.
Gary Sang.
Congratulations.
Asha Rattery with honors.
Well done, Asha. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Dwayne White.
Wayne, congratulations.
Warren Robinson.
Congratulations, Warren.
Deandra Chuck.
Deandra, congratulations.
Ravane Chibar.
Elaine, congratulations.
Jordan Carty.
Why do you frown? Why do you frown? Why do you frown? Well done.
Kimberly Savage.
Congratulations, Kimberly.
Simone Hunter.
Congratulations, Simone.
Tamika Stevenson.
Tamika, congratulations.
Carrie Royal.
Carrie, congratulations.
Monique Fagan.
Congratulations, Monique.
Amanda Johnson.
Congratulations, Amanda.
Jillian Walcott with honors.
Well done, Judy. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Aniki Witter.
Aniki, congratulations.
Natasha Williams.
Natasha, congratulations.
Carol Williams.
Carol, congratulations.
Ruth Williams with distinction.
Well done, Ruth. My sincere congratulations. Well done. What are you going to do now?
I don't know.
You're not sure? Well done, well done.
Joel Wright with honors.
Well done, Joel. Congratulations.
Jessica Yap with honors.
My sincere congratulations. Well done indeed, and congratulations for your foundation. Congratulations.
Tiana Wheatley.
Tiana, congratulations.
Jamisha Thomas.
Kamisha, congratulations.
Sir, for the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine from the St. Augustine campus, I present Renee Robinson.
Congratulations, Renee.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Science Nursing, I present Samantha Allen.
Congratulations, Samantha.
Kenisha Atkinson.
Kamisha, congratulations.
Simone Baker.
Congratulations, Simone.
Nicole Barker Morant.
Congratulations, Nicole.
Danique Barnett.
Danique, congratulations.
Shanika Barrett.
Shanika, congratulations.
Stacy Ann Bartley.
Congratulations, Stacey Ann.
Sidella Bent.
Congratulations.
Robin K. Blackwood.
Robin, congratulations.
Shade Broadbell.
Shade, congratulations.
Amika Booth.
Amika, congratulations.
Alcia Brown.
Congratulations, Althea.
Lori Ann Brown.
Congratulations, Lorianne.
Nolene Brown.
Lorene, congratulations.
Andreen Campbell.
Congratulations.
Elsa Campbell.
Elsa, congratulations.
Tamik Campbell.
Tamik, congratulations.
Tisha Campbell.
Congratulations, Keisha.
Nicole Cohen.
Congratulations, Nicole.
Kay Crossfield.
Congratulations, Kay.
Brittany Cummings.
Congratulations, Brittany.
Merlene Cunningham.
Congratulations, Merlene.
Deandra Dale.
Deandra, congratulations.
Crystal Daly.
Congratulations, Crystal.
Thank you.
Siobhan Dandy.
Siobhan, congratulations.
Roseanne Davy.
Congratulations, Roseanne.
Debbie Ann Davidson.
Debbie Ann, congratulations.
Marlene Dawes.
Congratulations, Marlene.
Angela DeCambra.
Congratulations, Angela.
Jody Ann Dennis.
Congratulations, Jody Ann.
Shanice Deslandes.
Congratulations, Denise.
Anna K. Edwards.
Anna Kay, congratulations.
Donna Edwards.
Congratulations, Donna.
Trudy Ann Ellis.
Congratulations, Trudy Ann.
Brianna Ferron.
Congratulations, Rihanna.
Shornette Fletcher.
Shawnette, congratulations.
Tunisia Gamil.
Kamisha, congratulations.
Anne-Marie Gale.
Congratulations, Anne-Marie.
Sheena K. Gordon.
Shife, congratulations.
Monique Grant.
Congratulations, Monique.
Genevieve Griffith.
Congratulations, Genevieve.
Sheridan Hardy.
Congratulations, Sheridan.
Michaela Harris.
Michaela, congratulations.
Eloise Henry.
Congratulations, Eloise.
Shanquille Henry.
Congratulations, Shanquille.
Stephine Henry.
Stephine, congratulations.
Shanique Higgins.
Shanique, congratulations.
Ashika Hunter.
Ashika, congratulations.
Dana James.
Dana, congratulations.
Nicole Johnson.
Congratulations, Nicole.
Yannick Johnson.
Janique, congratulations.
Zoanne Johnson.
Zoanne, congratulations.
Chantel Jones.
Congratulations, Chantel.
Jessica Levert.
Congratulations, Jessica.
Melissa Lewis.
Congratulations, Melissa.
Darren Manning.
Congratulations, Devon.
Shamonique Markland.
Shamanique, congratulations.
Tamika Matthews.
Jamaica, congratulations.
Tian McNichols.
Tian, congratulations.
Kimberly McCullough.
Kimberly, congratulations.
Dijonay McCoy.
Dijonay, congratulations.
Abriana McLeish.
Congratulations.
Chanel McLeod.
Chanel, congratulations.
Whitney Melville.
Congratulations, Whitney.
Kian Miller.
Congratulations, Kian.
Patricia Mills.
Congratulations, Patricia.
Tamara.
You made it. Well, yes.
Tamara Ming.
Kamara, congratulations. Kamara, congratulations.
Michelle Mussington.
Michelle, congratulations.
El Aziz Mustafa.
El Aziz, congratulations.
Colleen Nelson.
Colleen, congratulations.
Nardia Newby.
Nadia, congratulations.
Navia Newell.
Congratulations.
Nadia Newman.
Nadia, congratulations.
Monique Noble.
Congratulations, Monique.
Margaret O'Kay.
Congratulations, Margaret.
Ruth Ann Palmer.
Congratulations, Ruth Ann.
Tashina Parker.
Kashina, congratulations.
Sanika Parkin.
Sanika, congratulations.
Nakay Patrick.
Okay, congratulations.
Gabriel Pinnock.
Gabriel, congratulations.
Shernette Platt.
Jeanette, congratulations.
Dacia Plummer.
Daisy, congratulations.
Demisha Prihay.
Congratulations, Janisha.
Claudette Raglan Cruikshank.
Congratulations, Claudette.
Ambili Rajan.
Congratulations.
Sherry Ann Robinson.
Congratulations, Sherry Ann.
Sophia Robinson.
Congratulations, Sophia.
Rosella Roy.
Congratulations, Rosella.
Elaine Sampson Staff.
Alex, congratulations.
Sarita Samuels Harris.
Selita, congratulations.
Bobby Joe Scott.
That doesn't just me. Can I ask the good persons over there, do you mind I'm happy for you to cheer your loved ones on across the stage, but it's really bad manners to make so much noise that your others do not hear.
Antoinette Simpson.
Congratulations, Antoinette.
Nadine Skyers.
Nadine, congratulations.
Angela Smith.
Congratulations, Angela.
Christina Smith.
Christina, congratulations.
Jody Ann Smith.
Jody Ann, congratulations.
Rose Marie Smith Allen.
Congratulations, Rosemary.
Renee Stewart.
Congratulations, Renee.
Charlene Tate.
Charlene, congratulations.
Audrey Thomas.
Audrey, congratulations.
Melissa Thomas.
Congratulations, Melissa.
Janelle Thomas.
Janelle, congratulations.
Delila Thompson.
Delila, congratulations.
Kadisha Thompson.
Kadisha, congratulations.
Jody Ann Townsend.
Congratulations, Jody Ann.
Celine Tyrrell.
Selene, congratulations.
Davini Tulsi.
Davini, congratulations.
Shaveen Walford.
Shaveen, congratulations.
Dacia Walker.
Congratulations, Dacia.
Tassia Malika Walters.
Congratulations, Tasha Malik. Tasha.
Rochelle Williams.
Congratulations, Rochelle.
Tudefe Williams.
Tupe, congratulations.
Olivia Williams Coombs.
Congratulations, Olivia.
Ann Wilson.
Congratulations, Anne.
Samisha Witter.
Congratulations, Tanisha.
Kerikia Walker.
Eureka, congratulations.
Chantel Stewart.
Congratulations, Chantel.
Monique Smith.
Congratulations, Monique.
Misha Williams.
Congratulations, Misha.
Shoshana Edmondson.
Congratulations, Shoshana.
Kadisha Wilberg.
Oh, Keisha, what you did to your hand? Well, congratulations. Not appalling.
Elsa Majoy.
Congratulations, Elsa.
Glendale Hoggins.
Neil, congratulations.
Jardine Gordon.
Congratulations, Jardine.
Fumikio Mackenzie.
Nikio, congratulations.
Janelle Nelson.
Janelle, congratulations.
Shanique Lawrence.
Shanique, congratulations.
Janila Freighter.
Janila, congratulations.
Chevrolet Davis.
Chevrolet, congratulations.
Shanice Forrester.
Denise, congratulations.
Erica Chambers.
Congratulations, Erica.
Shazan Parkinson.
Congratulations, Cezanne.
Sandia Dunkley.
Sandia, congratulations.
Roche James.
Roche, congratulations.
Ariel White.
Ariel, congratulations.
Davia Darling.
Davia, congratulations.
Romaine Prince.
Congratulations, Romaine.
Ramonia Hansen.
Ammonia, congratulations.
Jordan Carty with honors. It's one of our MBBS.
Sorry. Sorry?
That's why I was throwing.
Congratulations. Well done, well done, well done.
Yeah, man.
Sharifa Guthrie.
Sharifa, congratulations.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Physical Therapy, I present Owain Adlam.
Congratulations, Wayne.
Jelani Batiste.
Jelani. Congratulations, Jelani.
Shayna Anik Chantal Makeda Blair.
Congratulations, young lady. Congratulations.
Shannalee Blake.
Chandelier, congratulations.
Cordero Bonami.
Cordero? Cordero, where are you from? Bahamas. Bahamas. Congratulations.
Angeli Boyce.
Annalie, congratulations.
Mark Davis.
Congratulations, Mark.
Tony Dunn.
Congratulations, Tony.
Douglas Evelyn.
Congratulations, Douglas.
Khalifa Fabian.
Congratulations, Khalifa.
Jenna Gibson.
Jenna. Congratulations, Jenna.
Ramona Grant.
Congratulations, Ramona.
Thank you.
Marsha Lee Hutchinson.
Congratulations, Marsha Lee.
Chantel Ives.
Chantel, congratulations.
Yael Jagbir.
Gail, congratulations.
Gayan Johnson.
Gayan, congratulations.
Michelle Kinlock.
Ashay, congratulations.
Keziel Lashley.
Hazel, congratulations.
Abigail Lindo.
Congratulations, Abigail.
Simona Mafus.
Seguno, congratulations.
Kerry Ann McIntyre.
Carrie Ann, congratulations.
Jeffrey Miller.
Congratulations, Jeffrey.
Danielle Morris.
Congratulations, Danielle.
Rajon Porter.
Rajon, congratulations.
Shavanice Powell.
Shamilis, congratulations.
Janelle Powell.
Congratulations, Janelle.
Axel Prescott.
Axel, congratulations.
Raquel Reed.
Congratulations, Raquel.
Monique Richmond.
Congratulations, Monique.
Danielle Rogers.
Congratulations, Danielle.
Sarah K. Roy.
Congratulations, Sake.
Rejan Small.
Rejan, congratulations.
Tashini Tate.
Tashini, congratulations.
Kadisha Vassal.
Kadisha, congratulations.
Christina Swaby.
Christina, congratulations.
Cassandra Guthrie.
Congratulations, Cassandra.
Monique Smith.
Monique, congratulations.
Khadijah Robinson.
Kadisha, congratulations.
Chantel Thomas.
Chantel, congratulations.
Romario Gale. Romario Gale.
Romario, congratulations, Romario.
Santana Burnett. Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Diagnostic Imaging, I present Santana Burnett.
Congratulations, Santana.
Zashaya Calder.
Congratulations.
Amoya Campbell.
Congratulations, Amoya.
Bradley Dehaney with first class honors.
Oh, well done, Bradley. Well done indeed. Well done indeed. Well done.
Kydell Dixon.
Adele, congratulations.
Georgine Gilbert with first class honors.
Well done, Georgine. Well done. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Christopher Henry with first class honors.
Well done, Christopher. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Perisha Hudson, first class honors.
Well done. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Andre McLaren.
Congratulations, Andre.
Andrew McLaren.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Kamala Medley with first class honors.
Well done. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Akira Morgan.
Akira, congratulations.
Renee Morrison.
Congratulations, Renee.
Jalik Palmer.
Dilip, congratulations.
Megan Skyers, first class honors.
Megan, congratulations. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Daryl Webley with first class honors.
Well done, sir. Well done. Congratulations.
Fitzroy Wisdom.
Congratulations, Fitzroy.
Dana Winter with first class honors.
Well done, Dana. My sincere congratulations. Well done. Well done. I think we should thank our dean. I now call historian Dr. Marlon Reed, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery with honors, and he will deliver the valedictory address. Dr. Reed.
Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellors and Principals, officers of the university, members of the diplomatic corps, members of the academic staff, distinguished alumni, parents, friends, and fellow graduates, good evening. In the words of a popular reggae singer, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Look at me now. UWI, class of 2016. Look at me now. Look at you now. Everybody, look at us now. When we entered the University of the West Indies, we were asked to look to the future, to look at the bigger picture. Now that we have collected our degrees, the next time someone tells you to look at the bigger picture, stop, take a look. You are the bigger picture. This, my fellow graduates, is the bigger picture. Assembled here today are physicians, dentists, nurses, basic medical scientists, physiotherapists, and radiographers who the UWI has trained to be among the best in the world. From its inception in 1948, the University of the West Indies saw this bigger picture. The Faculty of Medical Sciences, a mecca of extraordinary professionals, saw this bigger picture. However, to us as freshers, this picture was a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle with many missing pieces. In order to acquire the pieces, we had to go on a scavenger hunt. And trust me, the Mona campus was not very small. Nonetheless, the University of the West Indies provided us with all the pieces we needed to assemble the puzzle that made this bigger picture. Whether it was acquiring knowledge in lecture rooms or discovering various extracurricular and sporting activities down at the Mona Bowl, the university gave us the platform to develop all our talents. Furthermore, the Mona campus was a hub for cultural exchanges, providing us with opportunities to engage with diverse cultures and build networks that help us through to this day. The training we received at the university will take us anywhere in the world. However, it was a rough journey. For the physicians, dentists, nurses, radiographers, and physical therapists, our programs had a preclinical and a clinical phase, while the basic medical scientists had labs and more labs. During our first year, most of us reveled in the festivities the university had to offer, forgetful at times of our number one priority, our academic pursuits. Throughout the semesters that followed, we searched to find ourselves, and when we came up short, I am sure we often heard the familiar voice of an anatomy tutor saying, "Look hard, man, look hard." At the end of each semester, we had exams. Let me tell you something, parents and distinguished guests. Students do perform miracles. At the end of every semester, miracles happened in our faculty. A semester's worth of work has been done in one night. Countless times, we interpreted the word impossible to mean I'm possible when we reviewed a 100-slide lecture in 1 minute. Each time we procrastinated, we said that we would not do so again. But there we were at the next examination period, having to pull another all-nighter to ensure we were fully prepared. Our final year went by very quickly. If final year represented Jamaica in the 2016 Rio Olympics 100-meter men's final, Usain Bolt would not have gotten his triple-triple. However, whatever it was that we had to complete, we now know that we have received the hands-on training that made us clinically proficient. Now, student nurses are registered nurses. Student dentists are preparing to be licensed. Physiotherapists are ready to rehabilitate patients. Physicians are now interns, and our student medical scientists are preparing for their post-graduation careers or future studies. Indeed, some of us are already in the working world, and the UWI brand is already being seen in the quality of our work. At the University of the West Indies, we have all become one. We were exposed to different backgrounds and cultures, each of which exposed us to the global village that we now live in. I mean, how else would I know that the best bacon shark is sold at the Maracas beach? How else would I know that crop over was in Barbados or that Vincy Mas was in St. Vincent? I would further offer that our class motto should be, out of many one programs, we are one health team, we are one. By now, you would have realized that the Faculty of Medical Sciences is not synonymous with physicians or nurses. On the contrary, it is a true representation of healthcare professionals working together to provide care for the nation, as we are all a part of one health team. Through my own post-UWI experience, though limited, I have come to acknowledge that nurses are in charge of the wards. Pharmacologists supply doctors with their arsenal of medications. Radiographers play a pertinent role in diagnosis with their various imaging modalities. Physiotherapists play a pivotal role in prognosis of patients and their return to their activities of daily living. Last but not least, when the staff is post-call and toothbrushes have been forgotten and morning bread permeates the hospital, dentists will be there to ensure good oral hygiene. Like the ring road, the University of the West Indies has all that is needed to make an individual rounded. Each student was given the opportunity to find his or her niche outside of their chosen program, be it in sports, extracurricular activities, or philanthropic clubs. Moreover, within this class are graduates who served on the Guild of Students, a proven ground for future politicians. We all know the value of networking. The UWI created an environment that fostered interconnections that will serve all of us as budding professionals in all walks of life. Pelicans, no, pelicans. Within this class, each of us found our own habitat. Within our habitat, we had friends and family who motivated us every step of the way. Friends and family who provided a voice of sanity when all we wanted to do was to quit school. Friends and family who held our hands through the birthing process towards our degree and urged us to push past the burn even when we were maternally exhausted. Friends and family whom we cried tears of joy with when we finally heard that we made the graduating list. Friends and family who are now sitting with us today or watching on UWI TV on this long promised day. Friends and family who we must tell that we love them. I would like to say thanks to the University of the West Indies for providing us with all the pieces needed to assemble the puzzle. Congratulations, class of 2016. We have solved the puzzle and now we can see the bigger picture. From this point onward, I urge you to continue to make a difference in the life of your patients. Leave both memories and monuments. Let your work echo throughout history. Class of 2016, be exceptional, so that if opportunity knocks and you are not there, opportunity will wait. Our dream is now our reality. Let us leave here knowing that we have made our parents, family, friends, loved ones, and this university proud. Thank you.
Sir, I now call on Professor Dale Weber, Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of higher degrees.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded the postgraduate diplomas or have been admitted to master's degrees, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
Before I begin, that young doctor will go far. If he appreciates from now that nurses run the hospital, he'll go far. By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of the university, and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Master of Public Health, I present Paulette Pearson Allison.
Congratulations, Paulette Pearson.
Veronique Theophile, with distinction.
Well done, Veronique. My sincere congratulations. Indeed. Well done.
Daniel McGregor.
Congratulations, Daniel.
Marion Wasom.
Marion, congratulations.
Sir, for the Master of Public Health, Health Management, I present Nicola Ewan with distinction.
Well done, well done, well done. Sincere congratulations. Well done indeed, well done.
Sir, for the Master of Science Counseling, I present Yvonne Walters.
Congratulations, Yvonne.
Sir, for the Master of Science Forensic Science, I present Yannick Daly.
Yannick, congratulations.
Keisha Horton.
Keisha, congratulations.
Chanel Malcolm.
Congratulations, Chanel.
Deandra Thompson.
Deandra, congratulations.
Janae Williams.
Janae, congratulations.
Sir, for the Master of Science Nursing, I present Camille Abdul Karim.
Congratulations, Camille. Congratulations.
Cavell Allen with distinction.
Well done, Cavell. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Delta Carvalho Anderson.
Congratulations, Delta.
Carazan Casco with distinction.
Well done, Carazan. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Paul Dayan.
Congratulations, Paul.
Anne-Marie Eddie West.
Anne-Marie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Ida Ford.
Congratulations, Ida.
Thank you.
Murnell Genius.
Manel, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Sharian Gordon Singh.
Congratulations, Sherian.
Narda Greason.
Congratulations.
Bobeth Legister.
Bobette. Congratulations, Bobette.
Lydia Oliver.
Congratulations, Lydia.
Thank you very much.
Samantha Ormsby Johnson.
Congratulations, Samantha.
Darnette Patterson.
Danette, congratulations.
Sir, for the Master of Science Physical Therapy, I present Melanie Bennett with distinction.
Well done, Melody. My sincere congratulations. Well done.
Sir, for the postgraduate diploma in family medicine, I present Patrice Monroe.
Congratulations, Patrice. Congratulations.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree Doctor of Medicine, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confirm these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, the degree of Doctor of Medicine, and recognize their advancement in our society.
For the Doctor of Medicine, Anesthesia and Intensive Care, Montoya Duncan.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Anesthesia and Intensive Care, Damian Faulkner.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Anesthesia and Intensive Care, Janice Hosu.
Congratulations, Janice. I recognize your advancement in our society.
Anesthesia and Intensive Care, Dominique Turnquist.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine in Family Medicine, Tana Ricketts Rooms.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Family Medicine, Paul Williams.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
For the Doctor of Medicine in Internal Medicine, Tricia Harris.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
DM Internal Medicine, Delancey Lawrence.
Delancey, congratulations. I recognize your advancement in our society.
The DM Internal Medicine, Nike Thompson Girish.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations.
Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine in Obstetrics and Gynecology, I present Claudia Allen Burton.
I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Obstetrics and Gynecology, Renee Bernard Bellani.
I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Obstetrics and Gynecology, Kevin Henry.
Karen, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Obstetrics and Gynecology, Kimberly Martin.
Kimberly, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Obstetrics and Gynecology, Rohan Nariani.
Rohan, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Obstetrics and Gynecology, Sharika Pearson.
Sharika, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Obstetrics and Gynecology, Cherie Tullo.
Cherie, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Thank you.
Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine Pediatrics, I present Joni Anderson.
Jody, I recognize your advancement in our society.
Pediatrics, Shashikala Gowda.
Shankara, I recognize your advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine Pathology, I present Tricia Brown.
Tricia, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
For the DM in Pathology, Trudy Ann Brown.
Trudy Ann, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
The DM Pathology, Heather Emmanuel.
Heather, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
the day in pathology, Natasha Richards.
Natasha, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine Psychiatry, I present La Silva Thomas.
I recognize your advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine Radiology, I present Kay Rogers.
Kay, I recognize your advancement in our society.
Thank you.
Sir, for the Doctor of Medicine Neurosurgery, I present Dwayne Cook.
Dwayne, I recognize your advancement in our society. My congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Philosophy in Public Health, I present Michelle Collins Harris.
I recognize your advancement in our society. My sincere congratulations.
Sir, for the Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular Biology with high commendation, I present Stacy Stevenson.
I recognize your advancement in our society. My sincere congratulations. Well done, well done.
Chancellor, sir, if you will allow me to just correct one omission. A couple of our students, we didn't mention their honors and distinction timely. A couple of them have come across the stage already. Brittany Bromfield with distinction, Jordan Carty with honors, but we neglected to mention Rico Matthews. Rico, can you stand? Rico Matthews with honors. Rico.
Where is Rico? Congratulations, Rico. I will now call on the president of the UWI Alumni Association Jamaica chapter, Ms. Cecile Clayton, and she will lead the graduates in reciting the alumni pledge. Ms. Clayton.
Class of 2016, good evening. If you turn to your programs on page 66, in the middle of the page, you will see the UWI Alumni Pledge. Can I ask you all to rise and we'll say it together? The entire class of 2016, postgraduates included. Let's say it together. Are you ready? As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of a light rising from the West. As I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and serve my community and region, I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region. Thank you. Thank you. Please stay standing. The university singers will now lead us in the singing of the university song, the words of which is on page 67.
From Caribbean islands, Guyana and Belize, was born a University of the West Indies, proud symbol of our oneness, for strength and unity. With vision clear, you came along to shape our destiny, to follow after knowledge, the truth to seek and fight, to teach us love and justice, to liberate the mind. Today we see you rising, a light out of the west, that guides the feet of all who seek the noblest and the best. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and purveyors of the light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. As from your noble portals, your sons and daughters go to face a world of challenges, to conquer every foe. We'll work and play together, and as night marches on, we'll never forget the lessons that we know we are one. UWI, we praise you, we lift our voice in song. We let our victims roll out and speak bring forth. For you have shaped our lives so that we can truly say, to you we owe our gratitude, the debts we can't repay. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and purveyors of the light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. This is our university, our West Indies.
Congratulations again, class of 2016, and don't forget to show your Pelican pride. Welcome to the August body of UWI Alumni Association, of which you're automatically members, and you get free membership for 1 year.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice Chancellor.
How extraordinary, a semester's work in one night. Sadly, it is my duty to inform the company that this 13th ceremony of graduation, the last of this academic year, 2015-2016, brings to an end the reign of our most distinguished Chancellor, Professor Sir George Alleyne. In these past 13 years, our Chancellor has conducted these ceremonies and indeed all aspects of the office of Chancellor with precision and panache, and with dignity and distinction. Our Chancellor has had a journey of excellence within our university and beyond. He was a brilliant student of medicine in this faculty in the class of 57. An excellent professor of medicine, a generous and engaged alumnus, and a superbly effective chancellor. Simply put, our Chancellor has been outstanding. And so it is my pleasure to invite the company to please stand. Please stand and join with us in saluting our Chancellor for a brilliant term of service.
Please be seated. I'm sure my colleagues here will be very pleased that they will not have to do this again. First, let me thank the Vice Chancellor for those very kind words and the way in which you have received them. Before I make any comment on those words, however, there are a couple of things I would like to do at this time. Your valedictorian described very picturesquely the support that you received from your loved ones. I'm going to ask you now to stand and give the kind of applause that will raise the roof for your loved ones to show them how much you love and appreciate them. I think that was great. I think well done. You can always depend on the medical sciences. Thank you very much. Now, this is the end of this graduation cycle. And one of the things I did at KFL, because I really want to do it here at Mona as well. I want to compliment you graduates on the way you turn yourselves out. I want to compliment you on the way you present yourselves to graduation. I know that when you do this, when you take care over your hair, your dress, your tie, your suits, it demonstrates to us who have watched your progress through the years that you really care. And I want to compliment you on that. And I hope that this kind of tradition of being well turned out for your graduation is a tradition that remains in this university from generation to generation. So let me congratulate you. No ceremony like this ever runs without tremendous amount of preparation. So I want to thank the campus registrar for the arrangements made for these graduation ceremonies. And I want her, in thanking her staff, to make special mention of her security staff and her ushers. They are absolutely tremendous. I have to tell you, when I see the ushers in their red blazers, it brings back memories of the very day I remember when the red color was chosen. Amidst much opposition, I must tell you, at the time. But they look so smart, bedecked in their red. I'm sure that Keith Mackenzie remembers when the red blazer was chosen. I want you to also to thank the university singers, and I want you to thank the steel band as well. And as you know, this is my last graduation. There are others for whom it will be the last, and there's one person for whom it will be the last I want to thank specially, and that's our university bursar, Mr. Campbell. Archie, where's Archie? This side. I want to thank you for your years of service to the institution. I want to thank you for the way you've managed the institution's financial affairs along with your colleagues. I have said on the previous occasions that I would make some comments in response to the Vice Chancellor's very kind remarks. I'm a great fan of Mahalia Jackson, and sometimes at evenings when I listen to Mahalia Jackson, there's a hymn which the first line I remember, and it says, "Now the choir has sung its last anthem, and the preacher has said his last prayer." And I would add, "And now I have shaken the last of 72,900 hands." These are in 13 years, those are the total number of people whom I have greeted as they pass the stage. And this is what our registrar, Lois Graham, tells me. And when I think of this and the finality and the sense of it, I remember another one of the current philosophers his name is Lionel Richie. And Lionel Richie in his song says, "Thanks for the times that you've given me. The memories are all in my mind. And now that we've come to the end of the rainbow, there's something I must say out loud." And there are some of the things that I would wish to say out loud in a couple of minutes. Some of the people I would like to thank as I say these things out loud. I'd like to thank a lot of the people who have made these 13 years really a pleasure. And number one person I'd like to thank is my wife, Sylvan. Who is never afraid to correct me when I'm wrong, and I value that, who is never afraid to encourage me when she thinks I'm right. Thank you very much, Sylvan. Since it is the medical sciences, I'll tell you a story which sometimes amuses my wife and sometimes doesn't amuse my wife. I said that man has 3 stages in life. There are 3 stages to the life of man. When a man is young and his hormones are raging, he needs lovers. When a man is in middle age and things are slower, he needs friends. And when he gets older and the autumn of his years, he needs a nurse. And the thing is, I got all 3 in one. But I also like to thank the university administration. I have known 3 vice chancellors, all men of stature, men of talent, the talented 3, I would say, who have been responsible for the administration of this institution during my 13 years, and who have continued the task of perfecting the institution, a task that will probably never be over, but is a task of which all senior administrators to which they must dedicate themselves with passion. And those 3 vice chancellors that I have known have dedicated themselves with passion towards perfecting the institution so that future generations may continue to benefit from what it has to offer. I'd like to thank the 9 principals that I have known, the men and women of principle, for whom I have an unbounded affection and unbounded respect, who have supported the Vice Chancellor and who have been so careful in their custody of the institution that you can see the fruits of their labors as you visit the four campuses. I'd also wish to thank the numerous persons who have assisted me over the years at all levels, the Pro-Vice Chancellors, the registrars, the bursar, the secretaries. I've never, ever in 13 years found anyone who was unhelpful as I would seek information or advice or something else like this. I've never had anyone beat anyone. And I would like to think that the fidelity was not to me personally, was a fidelity to the institution, that we all were faithful to the same aims and objectives of the University of the West Indies. It is dangerous to mention individuals, but here in Mona, I'll mention 2, and they are Valerie Hall and Alison Fung. who have, I do not know if it is appropriate to use this metaphor as far as the ladies are concerned, but there have been towers of strength. They have supported me through these 13 years in a magnificent manner. And I could go on and on and on about various persons with whom I've come in contact who have been unfailingly helpful over these 13 years. I wish to thank the institution. The institution is impersonal, but I still would like to say I do thank the University of the West Indies, because the University of the West Indies has made me what I am. What I am is due to the University of the West Indies. I came here 65 years ago, and I have really never lost it. And sometimes I say that when I do shove off this mortal coil, I would like to return to it. I'd like to thank the university for the opportunity to be the Chancellor. This is the highest honor that can be bestowed on an alumnus, and I am grateful for the opportunity to have served the university in this capacity over the last 13 years. Many of you see the Chancellor equipped in cap and gown, equipped in black and gold, and accompanied by, as Louis Armstrong say, those guys who wear their bibs and them funny hats that they wear so well. And you'll see the Chancellor shaking hands. And you will ask, how and why does a Chancellor do it? And I say the how. How do you shake 74,000 hands? And I tell people that one secret is the song of the long-distance runner who said, "Dear God, just pick them up and I'll put them down. Just pick them up and I'll put them down." And you never see the second graduate. You never look past the graduate who is in front of you. You don't think about it. And you ask me why I do it. When I graduated, there were about 20 of us, probably a little more, about 40 of us, in this very place next door in the registry. And Princess Alice shook our hands and said, "Congratulations." So I remember from my own experience, and over the course of the years, these 13 years, in various parts of the world, I have met graduates who come to me and say, "You know, I have a picture of you shaking my hand at graduation, and I treasure that picture." And for me, to shake these hands is something quite special. I believe in ritual. I've always believed in ritual, because I think the rituals of our society are some of the bonds that keep us together. And I think to be able to shake hands with graduates is an opportunity to bond across the years. And in a sense, when myself and the graduate are shaking hands, we are almost in a tiny cocoon of history. A cocoon, the symbolism of which goes back to the Middle Ages, when shaking of hands meant the idea of trust and confidence in one another. And that is why I shake the graduates' hands. It is probable that I may be narcissistic. Maybe it is not necessary. And perhaps the Vice Chancellor and Vice Chancellor who comes along, you will find that it is necessary to change the format of the graduation. Well, 5 years ago, I think it was Joy Pilgrim led an exercise to revisit the format of the graduation. And interviews with graduates and their loved ones who had passed this way, the only thing they emphasized, they valued coming together. They valued coming together at graduation, and they valued being recognized individually and shaking the Chancellor's hand. So in a sense, if a Chancellor is to be of service, I have always thought that's the least he can do in terms of being service to the institution to which he owes so much. I do believe in the ritual of greeting each one individually. I do believe also in the ritual of trying to personalize that greeting. That is why I say to the deans, please pronounce the names carefully so I can greet each one by name. I do believe in that. I would not tell you that there are not some occasions, which have been humorous. I remember it's about 4 years ago, I almost broke my back as someone leaned, a very enthusiastic graduate leaned forward to kiss me. I made it quite clear this was not part of the job description. I also heard some very funny comments about it. I said this in Trinidad. One graduate came up to me and he looked at my robe and he said, "You would play a nice mass in that, you know." I've also have graduates come and try to hug the Chancellor or try to take a selfie. And I pointed out, no, I don't like that kind of, and not that I'm opposed to hugging or kissing, no, not at all, but not by graduates. I know that when I became my first couple of years, I was a little concerned about the shouting and screaming. I don't mind the shouting. I don't mind the outbursts of enthusiasm. I don't mind the expressions of joy and exaltation. What I do mind if the expressions of joy and exaltation really stop another graduate from experiencing that pleasure, or from another graduate's loved ones of recognizing their name being called. So I think it is, I don't mind the shouting, I don't mind the screaming, but I just ask that you do allow the space for the other graduate to receive the same kind of attention that he had. You asked me, will I miss it? And you will ask that, do I ever evaluate what has been my 13 years? I went back and I read the first graduation address I gave 3 weeks, I gave here 3 weeks after being inducted as Chancellor and coming into my favorite tune, By the Rivers of Babylon. I do remember that. And in that first graduation address, I said, and I'm going to read it to you because I went back and looked at it. I said, there's one affirmation I can make and one commitment I can give even now. I will do everything humanly possible to honor and continue the tradition of excellence in service that has been set by the chancellors who have preceded me. And as a part of that service, must be in demonstrating the wisdom of the decision made by the heads of government in Grand Anse and confirmed in Montego Bay to maintain the university as a regional institution indefinitely. And I would like to think that I have had a wee part in demonstrating the universality or the oneness of the institution and the idea that the reality that the institution should remain a single institution, as Rex would say, in perpetuity, although that was not the exact language of the resolution. You will ask me, will I miss it? Of course I'll miss it. Of course I'll miss the shining faces. Of course I'll miss congratulating the people who have gotten first-class honors. Of course I'll miss the joy in their faces when, like, for example, one person said, I've been waiting for this all of my life. Of course those are the things I'll miss. Of course I'll miss being of service to the university. And have I kept the faith? I have tried to keep the faith as I ran the course. And if there were things that I did not do, I suppose I would say, like old Blue Eyes, regrets, I've had a few, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the way, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. And so I'll say to you, as Catullus said to Lesbia, Ave atque vale, or as Jamaicans say it much better, walk good, my friends, walk good. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings to a close the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signalized the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. The company will now disperse, but not before permitting me to retire in recessional order, accompany my colleagues on the dais and some of my guests. Good evening.
ladies and gentlemen, there's a lost child by the security post, Tamar Pinnock. So if you have lost a 5-year-old child, could you go by the security post, please? It's behind the tent, the response post. That's Tamar Pinnock.